Hello, everyone. I am Tarah Frig, and welcome to What the Frig Fridays. Every Friday, I'm here to answer your questions about everything and anything real estate. Whether you're curious about buying, selling, investing, or making the big move to Alberta, this is your space to ask what the frig is going on. I know that real estate can feel overwhelming, but I'm here to break it down and answer your burning questions and make things a whole lot clearer. So if you've got a question, drop it in the comments, send me a DM, and we'll figure out, and I'll answer it in another episode coming up. No question is too big or too small, so tune in each week, bring your questions, and let's get real about real estate. Welcome to What the Frig Fridays. Let's make your real estate journey a little easier, one question at a time. So one of the questions that I got was, can I still get a mortgage if I have a low credit score? So I'm not a mortgage broker, but I do know that you can, there is a threshold, obviously, that they will not give a mortgage to. But even with a lower mortgage, or lower credit score, it is possible to get a mortgage. You just might be charged more money because there's going to be more risk involved, right? So given that question, though, I did want to dive into credit score because it is so important, our credit score. So I do have a little thing because I just wanted to make sure I got all of them right. So payment history, obviously, to track if you're paying your bills on time. If you have a history of late or missed payments, it's going to show up on your credit history. Credit utilization, so how much is available on your revolving credit. So you want to make sure that you aren't using, definitely over 80% of your credit cards. Try to keep it lower for sure. Credit history, so how old your credit accounts are. The type of credit products you have. So do you have a revolving credit, so like your credit cards, or do you have payments, so your car payments? Making sure that you have some of both definitely helps build your credit when you're building, like when you have your credit going and getting started. Inquiries, so if there's been lots of inquiries, hard and soft checks, and then also public records. So has there been any collection issues, consumer proposals, and bankruptcies? So there are two major places to get your credit here in Canada. There is TransUnion and there's Equifax. Now, both of them weigh those items differently. So, example, I don't know this for sure, but I'm using it as an example. So, credit history. So, are you making your payments on time? Maybe TransUnion does that for 30%, and maybe Equifax does it for 38%. So, if you look at your credit score on both, it won't be the same because each of those areas is weighed differently. All adding up to 100, but they are weighed differently. So, you will see that you will have different scores on different credit on TransUnion and Equifax. Different banks also will look at each one differently. So if you are looking to increase your credit or to get a mortgage, or you're in the investment game, I definitely think it's important that you get a subscription because your credit score matters. So you can easily get a subscription to TransUnion and to Equifax so that you can, keep track of your credit score. You can make sure you don't have any, fraud coming up, or no one is taking, no one's, pretending to be you and taking over your identity theft. So it's definitely something that I definitely would advise if you're trying to increase your credit, or if you are, looking to increase your portfolio. As well as, I thought it was really interesting. I was watching a mortgage broker speak, and she said too, like, the length of your credit, like how long you've had credit, really matters. So if you have paid off your student loans, don't close that account. Even if it's zero, it's still going to show up as a length of your credits, like a length. I've had something on my credit for that long and it's zero. So her advice was to not close out your student loans on your account. Just pay it off, leave it at zero, but leave it as an open account. So definitely things to be mindful of in regards to your credit score, increasing your credit score, because it does matter. Not to say you can't get a mortgage if you have a lower credit, but they will offer you better items, better rates, better things, because there's less risk involved with your credit score. Also, be mindful that if you do log in to things like Credit Karma or any of those things, you are the product. Anything that is free of service, they are taking your profile and they're selling it and marketing it. So you're going to get credit card offers, or you're going to get whatever offers they have at if you do those free credit check apps. So just be mindful that if you have apps like Credit Karma and stuff like that, you are the product. So if you're trying to better your credit score, don't take that free offer of free money and if you're trying to increase your credit score, because it will affect your credit score having more debt. So just be mindful of that. Yeah, so I hope this answers your question in regards to, can I get a mortgage with a low credit score? It is possible. Every mortgage broker will have a threshold. Different banks use TransUnion and Equifax, so be mindful of those and how they measure your credit score differently. So I hope this answered your question. If you do have a question that you want to have answered, don't hesitate to reach out, message me, comment below. I'm here to answer all your questions and help you get clear on real estate. So yeah, let's get real about real estate. Hope you're having a great day.